Some projects fail before you even start them. Last week I reorganised the workshop, but I never got around to the back wall. It's the backdrop to my videos, so I want it to look nice. But I also want it to be useful storage. So my plan was to build a rustic scaffold board shelving unit to go on this back wall. But have you seen the price of scaffold boards these days? I know everything's gone up in price, but these are incredibly expensive. Used ones used to be so cheap. I'm far too mean to be paying that. But I think I've got another idea. I can use this timber. This is 120mm wide, so two of them put together would be just slightly wider than a scaffold board. The constant trouble I have with construction timber is the rounded off edges. When two boards are butted up to each other, I don't like the look down the middle. But because these are already wider than this scaffold board I was going to use, I think I can rip these bits off and still have boards that are a little wider. Now, I could rip it off both sides, but I don't want to lose too much material. Since I rearranged the workshop, this should be easier to do, as I don't have enough capacity to cut down 2.4 metre long lengths, so I have to do it out of the door. But now, at least I can move the workbench around so I have an outfeed table. Right, let's get some glue on these, get them clamped up and leave them to dry. Whilst I wait for this to all dry, I think I'm going to give this back wall a fresh coat of paint. This is all dried, so I can get the clamps off, and then I can think about getting this all cut to size. So I'm starting with the end pieces that are going to go in the corners. So I need to take an internal measurement. So I've got a tape measure that I use just for this task. It has this little slidey bit that releases this bit of metal, and that adds 10 centimeters onto the length for taking internal measurements. But I don't need to add the 10 centimeters on because there's two scales on this. There's the black for the normal, and then there's the red for the extended. So I can see this is 187 I'm going to need this to be. Before getting that marked out on my wood, I'm going to square up one end of it, because you never get the wood lined up perfectly when you glue them together. Right, let's get this board flipped around and marked out. Most tapes let you know what amount you need to add on for internal measurements, but I like that this one has two scales. I'll stick a link to it under the video if you're interested. Now I could just cut it square at that, but my roof is sloped. It's not a very steep angle, but let's take a measurement. Yeah, it's not much. It looks like just 3 degrees. So I'm gonna tilt the blade over to that. Right, let's see if it fits. Well, it won't with my acoustic panel there, but they come off easily. Oh, that is perfect. Now to just do exactly the same thing for the other side. Okay, let's see if this one will fit in. Yeah, great. Now I can mark out the position I want the shelves. So I've clamped the 2 boards together so I can mark them both out at the same time. I've got 3 shelves marked out. The floor is going to act as a 4th shelf with some bigger items. So now I want to cut a housing joint for the shelves to go into. Now I had toyed with how to do it. I thought about using the miter saw, but I think I'm going to use the track saw. I'm going to set the depth, so I'm going to go about halfway through the board. The track saw's really done quite a nice job in there, but they need a little clean up. So I'm just going to run a chisel along. Let's get these back into position now. I now need to work out how long my shelves need to be. So I'm going to measure from one edge of this to the other and then minus the material that's left on there. And that should be the correct length. That's gone together nicely. Now, it can't come apart easily because it's wedged in between the 2 walls, but in theory, the shelves can slide in and out. So what I think I'd do is grab a few screws and just lock them into place from the underneath. I'm also going to get the whole thing just screwed into the wall at the sides. These shelves should be incredibly strong now. I should be able to lay down on one of them, but I'm not going to fold myself into that position. I do want to put some heavy things on here though, so I need some extra supports, I think, to be safe. But to work out where they need to go, first I'm going to start putting some bits on here. I'll start with the bottom shelf where I want to get the thickness up. It's lined up nicely where this batten is, so I think I'll get another support cut and put in there. that second shelf should be nice and strong now, meaning I can get my lathe on here. Oh yeah, perfect. Now I'm going to get some more bracing bits in. No, down here. Yeah, that will fit. Screwed in, and then I can get this whole thing filled up. That's it all filled up. I might do a bit of rearranging, but I've got quite a bit of space left really if I want to put some more stuff on. I think it looks good, and it's going to provide lots of storage, and I can grab tools easily when I need them. Yeah, so that's the new backdrop for the workshop done. So thanks for watching everyone. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.